け翼。
決めさせるか。
Hello and welcome to Tsubasa with your host Weiss here with a strangely good dream collection. Let's dive in it. Gonzalez. Defensive resolution is a toughness type Spanish defender that plays for the Spanish club giant Catalonia. Spoiler alert! In this version, he plays his last match before retiring. We will miss you, Cordoba, you big giant ball. Okay, let's dive in. Gonzalez comes in with 3 different bonds, 2% stat and 15% auto block chance for his teammates with 3 or more toughness type club players, and 2% stats with 3 or more skill type players. Recover reduces stun time by 50%, and lastly, forward killer granting him 20% stat bonus against forwards. For his skill set, his team skill is not relevant like other Dream Collection characters. His passive is Penalty Area Master, improving his stats by 30% when inside the penalty area. His main skill, Gonzalez block, capped at 475 momentum and requiring 450 stamina, is considered a top tier block as most S-rank blocks are below 475 momentum. His other S-rank skill, strong tackle, not to be mistaken for the generic strong tackle, is Gonzalez's unique version is capped at 455 momentum that costs 450 stamina. His default skill set is completed with the A power dribble and forcible A intercept. For his limit break, Gonzalez's stats are mostly allocated into his tackle, block, and power at over 8k each. He looks like he will be struggling against passes and 1-2 due to his lower intercept and atrocious technique. He is also a bit too unfit for our liking with just 5.4k speed and slightly over 1k stamina. Mobility shouldn't be overlooked as it affects how fast Gonzalez can close the gap for a matchup. We suggest going with 25 block, speed, power, 22 intercept, and 3 technique. If you don't intend to invest in his S forcible intercept, go for 25 tackle and speed instead. Now, looking at his parameters, if we are to exclude his passive and forward killer ability, the only in-match parameters that really stands out for Gonzalez is his 13.6k block, and the rest looks questionable against a forward outside the box. Gonzalez's block is at 77.3k, strong tackle is at 62.8k, and S forcible intercept at 47.9k. Against non-forwards, Gonzalez's block is at 64.4k, strong tackle is at 52.3k, and forcible intercept at 39.5k force. It looks like Gonzalez will be bullied by most players with a decent pass or 1-2, so he really can't afford to match up outside the box. Gonzalez becomes an impenetrable wall within the box though, as his Gonzalez block soars over 96.7k against forwards and 83.8k against the others. These figures further improves in a high ball match up to 109k and 94.3k respectively due to his good high ball, granting him an additional 12.5% stat bonus. Other skills are not shown or rather not required as Gonzalez should win the matchup effortlessly with this block. Now for his skill build, there aren't actually many choices to do for him, so replace the A forcible intercept with the S version from the shop and finish off his skill build with an S high power block to combat his skill blockers. Final thoughts, this Gonzalez is actually pretty good. However, I don't think that he will be able to handle the defensive line alone. So you should be able to play him with a 4 defensive formation, or you have 2 defenders in the middle. So they can help him out. And preferably one of the defenders should be an auto interceptor. Otherwise, Gonzalez is a beast, to be honest. If he's inside the penalty box, even outside the penalty box, if he's against a forward, then he will still be a pretty heavy player to deal with. Other than that, Gonzalez's main weak spot is the lack of skills and the lack of intercept that he can actually do anything with, because you can easily just 1-2 above him. we're gonna give him a 4 rating star, because the guy deserves it. Okay guys, we are at the end, but before that, I would like to thank all of the people who work in EK Tsubasa to make all these videos happen, from the analysis type, the graphicals, and all the consultations we get while we try to analyze this player at most. Just so you guys know, the EK Tsubasa team is TK, Kozo, Sakul, Aoi Top Gear, and myself, Weiss. Thank you guys, see you later, and good luck in your gacha.